Hi guys, we have some great news. A new emulator just appeared on the App Store. It's called Delta, and it lets you play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, and DS games on your iOS device. And yeah, you should get it. So recently there was a IGBA emulator. Lets you play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance, but that recently got taken out. Got taken removed from the App Store. And yeah, but now there's a new emulator called Delta. And guys, you should get this before it gets removed. If it even gets removed, I hope not, but like this will, but you should get it. So let's get started with the tutorial. You go to the App Store and you search Delta game emulator. Hit search, scroll down until you see this one, Delta game emulator. It goes like this, it looks like this, and I already downloaded it. That's why it says open, but you simply just click on get and then just put your password or whatever. If you have if you have to put your password or whatever. But once you get it, once you download it, you should see it in your home screen. Tap on it to open it up, and then it will say no games. You can import games by pressing the plus button in the top right. Yeah, so you just press on the plus button at the top right. So you click on the plus and then go to files. I cannot show you how to get games, but a quick Google search should do the trick, and you should be able to find the ROMs, the games that you want to play on Delta. I'll say this. I'll say if you want a DS game, you put DS ROM. If you want a Game Boy game, Game Boy ROM. And then if you want a Game Boy Advance game, GBA ROMs. And then if you want a Game Boy Color game, GBC ROMs. If you want an N64 game, N64 ROMs. If you want a Nintendo game, NES ROMs. And if you want a Super Nintendo, SNES ROMs. And that's all I could say, okay? I cannot show you how to get games because of YouTube. But other than that, once you download your games, and all you do is just locate it where it is. I have my ROMs in folders, like DS. My DS games are in a DS folder here. My Game Boy games are in a GB folder here, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna add an N64 game. I'm gonna add Super Mario 64. So I click on Super Mario 64, and as you can see, I added it on the home screen. To add the box art is simple. You just hold on it, change artwork, game database, and you search the name of the game. So in my case, it's Super Mario 64, and then I like this one, so I click on it, and as you can see, I added the box art. So now to play the game, all you do is just tap on it and the game will load. I'm not sure if you could hear the audio, the game. From my end, I'm not hearing anything, but let me know in the comments if you hear the sound or not. I'll look into it right when I finish this video. I'll look into it, and if any of you guys have audio problems, just let me know in the comments. I'll let you know if I figured out how to fix the audio. As you can see, it works. You could, if you tap on the menu here, there's save state. You could save state when you so to save state, all you do is just tap on the save state plus the plus button here, and that will save state your game. I save state 2 times. So yeah, all you do is to load your state, all you do is load state. It just froze. I think it just froze. If that happens, just close the app, reopen it. And tap on it again. Tap on the game again. Yeah, all I do is just click on load state, tap on it, and I'll be right where I left off. You could fast forward. As you can see, you can fast forward. You could use cheat codes. I don't know how to use cheat codes, so I won't be able to show you how to use cheat codes. But I think there's videos out there on how to use cheats on Delta Emulator. So if you could just look it up, that would be great. Let's see what else we have here. You could play multiplayer on Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and Nintendo. Up to 4 players. There's controller opacity. Determines how translucent the controller appears if supported by the controller skin. Respect silent mode. Game when enabled, Delta will only play game audio if your device isn't silent. I think. Alright, let me see. If I disable this, let's see if the game audio works. No, I don't hear anything. But anyways, as I was saying, there's haptic feedback, buttons, control sticks, Delta sync. You could sync to your Google Drive. Home screen shortcuts, context menu previews, Nintendo DS. Oh yeah, on the Nintendo DS, I think you have to add the BIOS. No, the files. The BIOS files. I think so, yeah. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm gonna add a DS game. So file plus files. Go to my DS folder. That's where my DS games are. And I'm gonna add Nintendo New Super Mario Bros. Okay. And then when I tap on it, it'll say that missing required DS files. Delta requires certain files to play Nintendo DS games. Please import them to launch this game. So all I have to do is just import files. I cannot show you where to get the DS files. Excuse me, DS BIOS files. But a quick Google search will do the trick, and you should be able to find them and download them. So for the first one, it says BIOS7.bin, so I have to look for that one. I have it in my DS BIOS right here, and it's the BIOS7.bin. That's the one that is looking for. So I tap on it, and it's checked now. Now the second one is BIOS9.bin. That BIOS9.bin. This one, tap on it. Now it's checked. For firmware.bin required. The last one I got is firmware.bin. So tap on it, and now everything is checked. When I press done, now when I click on the game, it will say the first time you click on the DS game, the first time you open up, or the first time you play it, you want to play a DS game, it will say Delta would like to access the microphone. Just click OK. And as you can see, the game loads up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That pretty much sums up my video. Thank you for watching. Bye.